Greetings, everybody. I'm AlphaStarDX. This is the Alpha Stream, and tonight we are going to pick back up on Carmen Sandiego's Great Chase Through Time. With me again is Chibi Sprite.
Hi.
And last we were here, we got, I believe, 7 cases through. And we're going to see how much further we're able to get tonight. If you haven't seen the first episode of this by now, shame on you. I'm not explaining it again.
I think we can cut it though with the drinks this time. I think people have already played along.
This is a problem.
That is a big problem. We probably should have tested this first.
I didn't see a need for it because it worked perfectly fine the last time.
Okay.
So,
Uh-oh.
well, let's try this again.
Oops.
Hi, Solar. I think we may have been caught with our pants down here.
Just a little bit.
Alright, so I'm going to... Well, what happened was we tried to start the game, and it's coming up not found for reasons I'm not entirely sure of. So I'm going to try and bring this up again in the hopes that whatever this was a pure fluke.
Well, we were playing it on a Windows 98. That's why.
Yeah, the game we're playing is... Oh boy.
It doesn't run on anything after 98.
Yeah.
It kind of
Alright,
breaks after that.
It looks like I'm gonna have to... Oh. I know what I should do.
Oh?
Yeah. So... First I'm going to... First thing I'm going to do is eject the disk.
Well, yeah, that helps.
Now... Oh.
Oh?
Alright. Let's see about remounting. I have another idea.
Okay. I hope you're feeling better, Solar. I know last time you weren't feeling too well.
Oh yeah, that's right. There we go. When I rebooted, it changed the CD mounting on my native system. That's what it was. How's the volume for you, Solar? Oh boy, was that a scare or what? Well, as long
Now
as
all he
it's...
has to do is remember to, reenact this, or reshare the screen, and we're very good.
Yeah, true.
There we go.
You got it? Good. Alright.
Moving on to Germany in the 1400s, birthplace of mechanical printing. The first edition of a very important book should be on the shelves by now, but it's nowhere to be found. Time for a title search, Time Trooper. This time, that genial genius, Ivan Idea, is going along as your good guide.
Oh, hey, Doug.
Good luck. And don't forget to read the fine print.
Oh my god, all the freaking puns in this game.
Tunneling through time sure beats taking the bus, huh, Trooper? Welcome to Minsk, Germany, 1454. Looks like we're in a printing shop and... Hey! That's Johann Gutenberg! We must be in the world's first printing shop.
My masterwork has been stolen, gone before the ink was dry. And this mess, ink and printing type everywhere. I'll be the laughing stock of Minsk.
Johann, my man, your troubles are over. We're on the case.
Oh, don't worry. I'm already laughing at the placement of that one stain right there. You might want to see a physician about that.
What a mess.
Oh yeah, this ink is spilled on everything, including me.
Those are wooden printing blocks. They're carved to make an impression when inked and pressed on paper.
Those simple blocks make images of playing cards. I made quite a business of them for a time. But now my passion is for the complex business of printing text.
Really?
That's the ink ball my wife so kindly designed for me. It's made of soft leather and is used to smear ink on the printing type. That expensive printing parchment is called vellum. Each double sheet is the skin of an entire sheep. At that rate, I need a whole flock to make a single book.
Yuck. No wonder sheep don't read.
I think sheep don't read because they kind of can't. Oh, hey.
You found a piece of the C note. Pretty soon it'll be Carmen herself who's hanging out to dry.
Talk about well disguised.
Before I come to bring you home, this not the world's first typed up tome.
Try saying that 3 times fast. And
I couldn't even say it once!
And take 3 drinks if you can't. Anyway.
And so it begins.
Gutenberg didn't have to design that press from scratch. He took a simple wine press and with a few tweaks turned it into a reliable printing press. Way cool.
See? All the more reason to drink.
Notice we have no notice? Without any vellum on the chase, we've printed on thin air. Very good. It is time to compose a noteworthy warning notice.
Et no isu LSB Noa fiat. What the I can't read this.
It's because
Chibi,
it's backwards.
Are you insinuating that I'm reading backwards?
Yes.
Well, that's not very nice. I hope you realize.
Notice something on the something. If found, return to J. Gutenberg reward.
Are you having trouble reading that first block up there? Or the second block?
Yeah.
It clearly says thief on the loose.
Oh, yeah.
Thief on the noose.
Yes, thief on the noose. What?
Hold on. Hold on a second. I'm not finished yet.
Oh. I know what it's supposed to be. Yeah, that would work.
This is called a chase. It holds the lines of metal type during printing.
No, let's not screw with it. It's not noose, it's loose.
Bible, I think. Oh, it's return to the printing press.
Tragedy! No print shop tour today, I'm afraid. My masterwork has been stolen.
So, who are you?
My name is Johann Gutenberg. I have just invented a bold new method of printing words using my clever invention, the printing press.
And how'd you invent this exactly?
Well, you see, I've been a metalsmith and jeweler most of my life, so I began experimenting in the design of a new movable type made from metal.
So he's experimenting with his jewels using metal? What?
Yes.
Ouch.
Movable type, you say?
So, yes, what are movable type?
Movable type are blocks of metal with a raised letter on top. The letter is set backwards so that it will print forwards when pressed to paper.
Welcome
Simple,
back,
no?
Solar.
Oh, hi, Solar. So what happened here?
My workshop has been robbed. A thief absconded with my Bible, the first printed book in all of Europe. Ah, and the villain also made quite a mess while running away.
So, any good solutions for this?
Why not just print it again?
Ah, if only it was that easy. My printing ink is spilled, and to make a new batch, I'll need lampblack. Also, I need to create a notice warning the townsfolk of that thief in our midst. But covered in ink like this, I'm useless.
Uh-huh.
So, how can we help?
Oh, yes, yes, yes. Peter, find me some lampblack and print the public notice so we can warn the good people of Minsk.
Mints?
That's the town.
We're eating mints?
Yes. Meat.
Mincemeat?
Yep.
Uh-huh. Tasty. So, what the fuck is this thing?
That, my young friend, is a printing press.
And it works how?
When the lever is turned, the machine tightly presses a sheet of vellum against some metal type with a
Ooh.
coating of dark ink in between. The
Ooh.
result, a beautifully printed page.
Ooh. So how long does this take?
Ah, the pressing part takes only a moment, but laying out all the metal type to make words and sentences is a slow process indeed. On an average day, my workers can lay out only one full page, 2 at most.
Okay. So I think we've
That
clicked on everything.
expensive printing parchment is called vellum. Each double sheet is the skin of an entire sheep. At that rate, I need a whole flock to make a single book.
Yuck! No wonder sheep don't read.
Well done. Let's have a look at the notice. Oh, wunderbar. You've printed an invisible message. We will need some ink to produce legible results.
Whoops. It diddles.
Let's try again.
Yes.
That's the ink ball mine wife so kindly designed for me. It's made of soft
Look,
leather.
I don't
It's
read,
used to
okay?
Smear ink on the printing type.
The clear linseed oil didn't do much.
Notice we have no notice? Without any vellum on the chase, we've printed on thin air.
Okay, more lampshade.
Ach nein! What a mess! We can't ink the chase after putting down the vellum. Well done. Let's have a look at the notice. Oh, wonderful. You've printed an invisible message. We will need some ink to produce
You have
legible
succeeded in
results.
ticking off solar, so ink first, then vellum, you dummy.
Peter, kindly remember to bring me some lampblack. Mine printing press is silent without it.
Chicken?
You want me to touch the cock?
Yes.
Okay. I'll touch the cock. I'll grab the cock.
Oh.
I'll hold the cock. I'll give him the bird.
Wow, that is one funky chicken. Covered in soot.
Can we hold the chicken?
You wanna? Okay.
Woohoo!
You're brave to pet poultry looking like that. She's totally dirty.
The cock is dirty.
Yes.
Oh God. Give me the note.
Good eye, Trooper. You snagged a piece of the C note.
Make your vile swipe when the time is right.
Here's a recipe for my new eternal youth elixir. 1 blackened chicken feather, a drop of acid, and a pinch of lead. Its effects are a bit too eternal. Want to taste?
No.
Sorry, dude, but we just ate.
Yeah, no, thank you.
What else? Oh, gold. Silver. Zinc. Copper.
Yes, filthy, yes. This oil lamp is caked with soot. No good for light. All yours if you want it.
Sure. Nothing wrong with free shit.
Copper, atomic numero 29, has been in use since the Bronze Age. Copper gives bronze its reddish color. That metal there is iron. Believe it or not, the Earth's core is mostly made of pure iron.
Ah, golden. Yes. As an alchemist, my goal is pure gold. I'm trying to discover the secret of changing boring metals like lead into real gold. No luck so far, though.
Luck is definitely something you'll be needing. Looks like pure metallic silver. Atomic element number 47. That metal is lead. Atomic number 82. The big number means big atoms, which explains why lead is so heavy.
I'm thinking lead. Yes, lead into gold. It could work.
Doing okay over there?
No.
Well, we can talk to the alchemist.
This metal is zinc. Atomic number 30. Zinc is useful in producing metal alloys, like brass.
Hello, have you come for a potion or elixir? I use only the finest metal ingredients.
Oh, good. We're drinking metal.
I'm just gonna laugh at your misery right now.
You suck.
Highly entertaining. But, who are you?
Why, I'm the butcher. Oh, no, that's not right. Oh, yes. I'm the alchemist. The most renowned alchemist in Minsk.
What the what the fuck?
Just click.
Gee, why are alchemists turn common metals into pure gold.
People, never down unreasonable amounts of sweethearts.
So what sort of metals do you use?
I have all sorts of metals. In fact, I recently supplied Gutenberg with the metals he uses for his new movable print type. Things like tin, lead, and antimony.
Alimony. What?
What was the oil lamp for exactly?
The gold lamp was once a prime source of illumination. Yes, before I let the grime take over.
Why is it so dirty?
It's covered with soot from the smoke of burning oil. Ugh, pee. Filthy mess.
Why don't you just clean it?
Who has time to clean silly lamps? I am devoted to loftier goals, like changing all of my lead into gold. Gold!
Okay,
Don't
and
you
do you
want
want
it
a
back?
Lamp? Did I have a lamp? Oi. If I did have a lamp, I don't really need it back.
Okay. Okay, let's go back. I don't know what else to
15th
do.
century architecture. Renaissance would love those cross-hatched beams.
Yeah, well, Renaissance is not a part of this case. Last we
Just
saw her,
back.
she was having a little fashion show.
True. So I guess back to Gutenberg?
Lucky for us, the plumbing doesn't need fixing.
Oh, that was so much fun, though.
It was.
Didn't we have fun running the sewage water back up into the tub?
We did.
I loved it.
Alright, so let's head
Yeah, now what is the question?
back to Gutenberg.
Yes, this chicken is caked with soot. Unfortunately, it's the wrong kind. Soot from wood smoke does not produce good ink. Lamp black comes from a different kind of smoke.
Here.
Wunderbar! The soot on this lamp comes from partially burned oil. It's lamp black, just what I need to make a new batch of ink. I'm sorry about that lamp.
Oh, well.
Good, let's ink.
Now the phone.
Well done. Let's have a look at the notice. Notice. Well said. A fine beginning. Thief on the loose. Very nice. I have goosebumps. Bible stolen. Oh, this is so wonderful. I am approaching tearfulness. This notice is quite perfect. Just give me a moment to print up a tall stack.
Don't take more than 4 hours with that.
Guess return to the printing press.
And voila. Enough notices
Holy,
to warn
how many
people of the
sheep did
city
this take?
twice over. I'm off to
A
put up
flock.
these notices and warn the good folk of Mainz about the thief.
Hey, Solar, look how many sheep he used up. Oh, hey.
Oh, yeah.
Let's lead the way.
Oof.
See? The note,
Arrest that lead.
the note led us right to the criminal.
Elemental! Lead is the major metal in Gutenberg's type, and that's just where our thief is hiding.
Also, we're still holding the cock.
Yes, yeah.
Woohoo! We busted Chain Reaction!
That was a simple one.
Your runaway reaction days are over, Jane. You're going on ice at Acme.
Dream on, detectives. You've got me under control for now, but there's a meltdown coming soon, and her name is Carmen Sandiego.
I think this calls for one more batch of sweet tarts.
Way to go! You put the chains on chain reaction, mastered the printing process, and got Gutenberg back in the biblical bookmaking business.
Shit.
Thanks to you,
Would
the printed
you?
word will carry the world's wisdom to bookshelves throughout history. Librarians everywhere, thank you. Work like that deserves a reward. Hey, can you handle a promotion? Good, because
Woo!
now you're a time detective. And if you want to try your time
Now we
on
really are a
besides,
detective.
there's another case brewing. Can you
Cool.
start working on it?
Yes.
Let's go.
Time for another. What?
Oh, second disc. That's easy to fix.
Okay.
I just need to...
Actually, go get the second disc.
Yeah, that's all I gotta do.
Okay.
So, let's bring up Damon. Ah, excellent. There we go. Switch drive from F to G. Give it 3, 2, 1.
And yay! Oh no.
How could they all be caught? The dimwits. Looks like it's time for a jailbreak, Carmen Sandiego style. A few tweaks to the chronoskimmer, and I'll be there in no time. You fools need bailing out, I see. I'll just chronoskim you past those outdated bars. Stand back. I have more history hijinks planned for us. So, back to the past we go.
So that's how many she's got.
9.
Let me guess. Lock them all up 3 times and then we get Carmen? That puts us right at 25.
I don't know.
Time detective. I've got a major bummer bulletin. Carmen Sandiego has just chrono-skimmed into Acme Jail and then back out again with her heinous horde in tow. That's right. She used our technology to pull a jailbreak. Embarrassing. Now, we've reinforced the prison with trans-temporal laser bars, so another jailbreak can't happen. But of
Why
course,
didn't you do that in the first
our
place?
Don't be so sure about that, Chief. Carmen will find another way.
They must be recaptured. It's a good thing you're out there on the job. Right now, you're fast forwarding to 1460, where something strange has happened in the Inca Empire's accounting. You'll have to straighten out this
I
knotty
hated this
problem.
one.
They're accounting?
When you're visiting the center of a great
Yeah.
empire, antiquity is the good guy you want on your side. Good luck up in the Andes, detective, and don't get lightheaded in that mountain air.
I hated this one.
How about some Starburst?
Yellow
You know,
again.
you'd think they'd serve more than just
Nope.
a snack on these long
Red.
time flights. Antiquity here.
Strange red too. I believe these are both
It's
fruit punch.
the altitude. We're way up on top of the Andes, smack dab in the middle of the Inca Empire. The year is 1460, and that's Emperor Pachacuti Yupanqui over there, the head honcho of the Inca Empire.
May the mighty sun scorch the demon's eyeballs. Someone has stolen my quipus. All of our records lost. My empire will fall apart at the seams without them.
Whoa, he is losing it. We'd better investigate the situation.
I'm sorry, you're Quipus?
Yes. Note.
So, why did you hate this case?
Yo, you'll see.
Okay,
Whoa,
I hope
hey,
you
that's a
like
Carmen
counting.
note. The thief was here.
I do actually.
What you...
Oh, that's fine. I just need to remember what keys I'm using.
Bob
There we go.
Chuchi's tears and sweat have made his reign the greatest yet. Well, that doesn't help.
That tapestry is woven from the wool of the llama. Wonderful.
What is with the abuse of animals?
Don't know!
Mountain regions.
What next? We fucked guinea.
Guinea pig!
What next? We fucked the guinea pig?
Oh,
No.
look at the furry guinea pig. Cute little guy. What do you call it?
Dinner. That's a cooey, of course. With a little corn and plenty of salt, they are most tasty.
Oh, sorry I asked.
You know what's funny?
Huh?
Dinner was the word that came to my mind.
Jeez. Click on the road.
This road is part of a sophisticated highway system built by the Incas. The Romans may have had a knack for flat roads, but the Incas built theirs up and over steep mountains.
With those new roads, it now only takes 2 days for my subjects to fetch me fresh fish from the sea, instead of weeks.
Why don't you just live by the sea and that won't be such a problem?
See that pot? The Incas were a remarkably advanced culture, but they never got around to inventing the wheel, even pottery wheels. Pottery was made by coiling clay in strips instead of spinning it.
They strip to make clay?
Yes. And I think the throne was the other thing you could click on. The chair.
It's a chair.
Okay.
When I journey through my empire, I sit in this decorated traveling chair, which is carried by my servants. It's rather heavy, but a ruler must travel in style, you know.
The guys who carry it probably don't enjoy the trip as much as he does. Those llamas are an essential part of the Inca transportation system.
Well, you're full of spit.
I see you are admiring my magnificent terraces. They're part of a complex irrigation system I've just introduced. It's all part of my plan to make the land more fertile here in the Cusco Valley.
What's his name?
Cusco.
What's his name?
Pull the lever!
Those rope bridges are sturdier than they look. The Incas used them to cross deep chasms, and some
Cusco.
stretched out for 200 feet or more.
No touchy,
Alright,
bitch. No
so-
touchy.
I guess we talk.
My administration is in a shambles. The outer regions are already grumbling.
Who are you?
I am the great Pt.2, 9th ruler of the Inca Empire and descendant of the gods.
Uh-huh.
So, really?
Well, we could debate that point all day, but I'll tell you this. I'm the greatest Inca leader ever. My armies have conquered lands to the north and the south. My empire now includes over 12 million people.
Oh, okay. Well, that is impressive.
So how did your Inca Empire get so big?
Well, first I rebuilt Cusco here, the capital of the empire. Then I really got busy, channeling rivers,
Oh.
building agricultural terraces, inventing state religions, those sort of things. I pride myself on an efficient empire.
You hear that, Solar? He got busy making his empire big.
So, what's the problem?
My quipus have been stolen. Without them, I can't keep track of things in my empire.
What does a thing do? Keep going.
It's a cooey poo.
A quipu is a long strand of knotted string used to record numbers. It is very exact. I use quipus to track all important numbers related to my empire, like population counts and inventories of food.
I guess accusing these guys of using the abacus to track numbers would not be so much of an insult.
No.
You see, all surplus food made by the people is collected here in Cusco. Then, if a particular region is struck by famine, I can send them some food from my royal stockpile. But without the Kipus to keep track of the supplies, I can't distribute things.
So how can we
Well,
help?
since the theft of the Kipus, my Kipu Kamayaks have been working overtime to
Ibu
recount everything.
Kamaya?
These royal accountants could
Kumbaya.
really use some help.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you.
The storerooms and
Rip
speak to my
headphone
head Kipu
users.
Kamayak. He will tell you what to do. Goodbye, and remember, millions of my hungry citizens are counting on you.
I guess it's not easy ruling over 12 million hungry people. Talk about job stress. These stone counting frames were like a kind of early calculator, but they can't indicate any numbers until we have something to put in the empty boxes.
These nuts are wearing me out. We'll never recount the supplies in time.
Do you give head to the accountants?
Yes, I'm the head Kipu Kamayak. I'm in charge of all the Kipus and all the counting.
So, how many heads have you counted?
I count everything. Not only the number of citizens, but every item in our storerooms. I get so stressed sometimes I have to count llamas before I can fall asleep at night.
Christ, that sounds like some kind of workaholism.
Yeah, what are you counting today?
After the theft, I'm trying to recount all the goods in the storeroom. We have corn, potatoes, and cotton here. But how much of each? I'm just not sure.
I see you're a bit high-strung there, bucko, so what's that all about?
It's a Kipu. I have to knot hundreds of them to replace the ones that were stolen.
How does it work exactly?
Each of the knots has a number value, as does each color of string. By tying different knots on different colored strings, I can record exact numbers. Like the number of llamas in the Empire, for example.
Sounds like hard work.
Well, I was trained to do this in school, but it's not too hard. It's all in the fingers, really.
I feel like if it's all in the fingers and you're using it right, it does get quite hard.
Really?
But
Anyways, how are we? What are we supposed to do now?
that's a fine question. You seem to be hung up on something. Solar, please translate for me. What's going on here?
Easy. See those storerooms? Please count everything inside each one. Then mark down the number by putting corn kernels on the nearest counting frame.
Can we have some kernels?
Sure. By putting corn kernels in the empty spaces on the counting frame, you'll record specific numbers. Here's a big handful for you.
I appreciate that, but I get a big enough handful. Solar, you totally missed what I was asking. How can we record specific numbers on the frame?
Pachamama, I cannot give you any more of my time. I'm sure you'll figure it out.
Well,
The counting frame is a
what's
stone
the
tablet divided into a grid. By filling in some of the boxes, you can record numbers.
Okay,
I'll just
thanks for...
lay it out for you here, Solar. I was making masturbation jokes.
the entire time.
Yeah.
Oh, we keep our spare ears of corn in that building. We keep our surplus potatoes in there. Our extra cotton plants are stored there.
Well, you had me thinking shepherd's pie until the cotton came up.
Okay,
Well, let's
wait
go.
here. I'll run a quick count. I counted 1,574 ears of corn piled in there. I know, I'm a really fast counter. It's a gift.
1574.
Let's use
Yes.
that counting frame.
Use
Okay.
the counting frame to mark down the number of corn cobs in the storeroom.
Yeah,
Fuck.
yeah.
Okay, so I can think of only one way to...
Use the counting frame to mark down the number of corn cobs in the storeroom.
So how can I reference how much I've counted so far?
Yeah, that just I don't.
All
Do you understand how?
Not really, that's my problem. I want to check the number that's represented in the frame right now.
Oh, just if you move off to the side, check the counting frame.
According to what you've marked on the tablet, there are 5,000 ears of corn in the storeroom.
That doesn't agree with my count. Retry.
So that's the 1,000. That doesn't help.
Okay, let's use that counting frame.
Use the counting
So-
frame to mark down the number of corn cobs in the storeroom.
So that's 5,000.
1,000. So that should be in the 1 slot. That's 2.
Oh.
1,000.
Now I get it. So that's thousands. That's probably hundreds. That would be tens. This would be ones.
I see. So you say there are 1,574 ears of corn. That's correct. Will you do the same for the other storerooms? I have so much to do.
Well, now that I understand it, that's not that hard.
Hang on to your hat. I'll be right back.
You had trouble with this?
3,029 potatoes.
I
The
was
spuds were really flying in there.
3029.
Let's use that counting frame.
Please indicate the quantity of potatoes in the storeroom on that counting frame.
3,020. Okay, so, oh, yes it does. So that should be 3,031.
You're getting a bit corny. One of your rows is not a real number.
Okay, let's use that counting frame.
Please indicate the quantity of potatoes in the storeroom on that counting frame.
yeah.
According to what you've marked on the tablet, there are 3,029 potatoes. You have done me a great service. Don't stop now.
You do yourself that service on a daily basis, it sounds like.
I'll be back in a
He's
flash.
gonna keep running.
There are 628 piles of cotton in there. It's a shame the Incas don't know about t-shirts.
628.
Let's use that counting frame.
Please record the number of cotton plants here, based on the storeroom inventory.
Okay, so 6, 2, 8.
According to what you've marked on the tablet, there are 628 piles of cotton.
I was also 8, and I'm still not good at
Excellent
math.
work. You are rather handy with a counting frame.
What was that?
Now please go tell
I said I was
Pachacuti
also
that we
8,
are
and I've
finished
never
at
been good at
last
math.
with the storeroom inventory.
Well, that was a matter of number system. So for those of you out there that didn't get it, the bottom was the thousands place, and going up to the hundreds, the tens, and the ones. And the dots in the background of each square represented how many in that spot. So the 5 and the 3 would represent 8 tens in the second row, for example. That'd be 80. But yeah, that's pretty much that. So what did he say?
What is it this time? My ulcer is already aggravated with bad news. Your clever counting really saved my day. But now you should return to Pachacuti. He is always having some sort of crisis.
Well, no reason to cross the bridge just yet, then.
Hello again, my faithful friends. What news have you? Ah, my profound thanks for your clever counting skills. But there remains one more important task to complete. Can you help me with it?
What is it?
Oh wait, was there a note somewhere?
No, not that I saw.
I need to transport some food to a distant village suffering from famine. Please gather about 100 potatoes from my royal storerooms and load them on a llama. And let me know when the loading is complete so I won't worry.
Okay.
What is it this time? My ulcer is already aggravated with bad news.
Spud heaven. I grabbed exactly 115 purebred potatoes and stuffed them in this sack. We're good to go.
Very good. But before you go, please adjust the counting frame to match the reduced number of potatoes in the royal storeroom.
So we just took 115.
We still have 3,029 marked here. We'll need to account for the 115 potatoes we've bagged.
So that's 2914 now.
According to what you've marked on the tablet, there are 2,914 potatoes.
Perfect work, Detective. You've updated that counting frame to account for all the potatoes taken from the storeroom.
Alright, so I'm gonna grab my sack and cross the bridge.
Watch your step on the rope bridge. It's a long way down.
Hey, now there's a note.
Paper.
Hey, those llamas must be good luck. We found a C note.
But none of these have quite the glint of something useful in them, in a mint.
Llamas are essential beasts of burden in the high mountains. They were so valued that the Incas didn't use them for wool or meat until they died of natural causes.
Oh.
Perfect fit. Let's head back to Pt.2 and let him know the llamas are loaded and ready.
Cool.
Hello again, my faithful friends. What news have you?
All set. Anything else?
No. Thanks to you, I now have the Empire running smoothly again. But you might be able to help me interpret the strange symbols I found on this paper.
Holy mama llama! It's the third Carmen note.
Hide beneath the tears of the moon, and there I'll come find you soon.
I'm activating the cuffs. Watch out, villain. Here we come.
Silver.
Underneath the silver. Where is their silver?
I don't know.
Oh, I never did check.
Inca stonework
Oh,
is
maybe
a
with
marvel to behold. The carved stones fit together
Is he fucking a
closely
llama?
that mortar wasn't even needed to hold things together. Amazing, huh?
He's fucking a
This
llama.
road is part of a sophisticated highway
damn it.
system built by the Incas. The Romans may have had a knack for flat roads, but the Incas built theirs up and over steep mountains.
With those new roads, it now only takes 2 days for my subjects to fetch me fresh fish from the sea, instead of weeks.
Ah, damn it. I knew it.
Silver.
He's fucking a llama. Specifically, he's fucking the llama with silver.
Smart move. Silver was called Tears of the Moon by the Incas, so our thief must be hiding in that sack of silver. Time for a high-energy high five. We've nabbed Jane Reaction.
2 in a row.
Apparently.
You're headed back to the Acme lockup, Jane. And with its patented new laser bar security, you won't be escaping again.
You've caught up with me again, agents, but you'll never accelerate fast enough for a collision with Carmen.
Really?
Congratulations! You re-jailed Jane Reaction, recaptured the accounting quipus, and fixed food distribution for the whole Inca Empire. Thanks to you, Pachacuti's kingdom will grow far and wide. And speaking of empire builders, Carmen has already pulled another time heist. Can you take the case right now?
Yes.
Let's do it.
You're speeding toward the coast of Spain in 1493, where an Atlantic Ocean traveler
Columbus.
is lost at sea. The folks who financed his trip are mucho worried, so you better try to find out what's causing the delay.
Christopher Columbus
Charting
sailed the ocean
unknown
blue in
waters is Rock
1492.
Solid's specialty, so he'll come along as your good guide. Good luck, Detective. I sure hope you don't get seasick.
I can only guess that he has been lost at sea. My advisors warned me that his plan would sink.
Hey, it sounds like one of Carmen's crooks has put a crimp in Columbus's plans. Let's talk with the Queen and see what we can do. Columbus wasn't the first to suggest sailing west to reach Asia. An Italian named Paolo Toscanelli had proposed such a voyage before Columbus ever approached the court of Spain. The first world maps were drawn by an ancient Greek named Ptolemy. Although his maps were completely wrong, people believed in his work up until the 15th century. Say, this map seems related to the voyages of Diego Gomez, the Portuguese captain who coasted down the coast of Africa. Diego's voyage gave Portugal an exploration edge over Spain. For a while, anyway.
Okay, and any sailing tips before we go?
Avoid the winds to the north. We call them the westerlies because they blow from the west and push sailing ships eastward back to Europe. Try heading south, where you may find more favorable winds.
So it's better to get blown in the south than in the north?
Yeah.
I mean, my south could do with a good blowing, but you see,
He's trying and he's reaching and he's not getting very far.
Did you say that on purpose?
No, actually, I didn't. That was completely. I wasn't even paying attention to what I was saying. That was great. And I'm gonna do another one. Click on the drapes.
Oh no.
Those drapes are made of silk brought all the way from China. China is the only place to get fine silk, and I just have to have it. Back.
But I like getting blown from the front.
We're almost ready to cast off. But first, let's learn to navigate. Use the mast to adjust the sail. When the sail is open, we'll blow with the wind. But when the sail is closed, we'll drift with the current instead. When you're ready, ring the ship's bell to start moving.
Bottle.
You've found a message in a bottle, and it looks like part of Carmen's note. Keep this up and we'll have Carmen bottled up tight soon enough.
When the crime is done, use all your smarts to sneak inside the room of charts. Okay, well. So we can go 1, 2, 3, probably 4 squares west before we have to go south.
Alright.
The ship's compass always spins to point north. It might help us make good headway.
Oh, I think they're facing the wrong. And then,
Yeah, I am.
ring the bell.
I mean, I'm gonna have to turn somehow.
I think you just have to ring the bell.
Smooth move. The compass says we're now pointing west. Let's observe the wind and the current. The wind is heading west, and the current is going east. Columbus is somewhere to the west, so the wind looks like our best bet. Ring that bell and anchors away.
So, just ring the bell.
Aye, aye, Captain. The sail is open, so westward blowing will now be going. Hold on to your hat. Good sailing, Captain. The helm is at your command. Remember, keep a close eye on the wind and current conditions, and adjust the sail to keep us heading towards Columbus.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Nice navigating. Now we're aiming east. The ship's compass always spins to point north. It might help us make good headway.
It's gonna be trial and error.
Feels that way, doesn't it?
So, sail open, go ahead. Then sail closed, go ahead.
your behest, we're now pointing west. I don't mean to sound like a windbag, but when the sail is open like this, it catches the breeze,
Oh, we
pulling
have
the
to
ship
watch
in
the way
that
the water
direction.
is going too. That's the trick. So yeah, close the sails. And ring that bell.
We're now pointing to the south.
So we can go south again, or we can go west.
Good observation. Cool.
At your behest, we're now pointing west.
We can go
Keep it
west, or we can
going.
go north.
We're now aiming toward the wild, wild west.
Close the sails so we can go west, or we can go south.
At your behest, we're now pointing west.
We want to
So-
drift with the current, it looks like. The current's going south, so just ring the bell. Sails are closed.
Nice exposure. That's a great view to the south.
Alright, so if we're pointing south, the wind's going west.
Yeah. So open the sails.
Ding ding.
Ding a ding a ding a
At
ding a
your
ding.
behest, we're now pointing west.
And
Ring
we can-
again. South. Follow the wind.
Do we want to go south?
Yeah.
Oh, duh.
See, we're heading to...
Oh, that's where we're going. Oh.
Nice exposure. That's a great view to the south.
So now we want to go west.
So close the sails.
We'll go where it's wet.
Uh-huh.
And we'll worry about a blow
At
dry
your
later.
behest, we're now pointing west.
Oh dear. So south. So ring again.
Yeah, my navigational skills are like completely moot.
We're now pointing to the south.
Absolutely no navigational skill whatsoever.
Open
It's
the
bad.
sails. I guess I'm doing the navigating.
Yeah.
At your behest, we're now pointing west.
Ring the bell again.
We're now aiming toward the wild, wild west.
Close the sail. Right? Yeah.
We're now pointing to the south.
Open the sails. And close the sail. And just coast right on in. Woohoo!
All right, we've reached the West Indies. Let's hit the beach and look for Columbus. Say, I think we've made a discovery of our own. We've found Captain Christopher Columbus.
Gentlemen, I assure you I have everything under control. After all, I'm Christopher Columbus. I'll find a way home.
This scene feels sort of familiar, eh, fellow Norseman? But a bunch of sailors arguing on a beach doesn't mean a thing.
Is that
rather than a whole new continent. That sturdy sea chest has a bad case of lockjaw. Too bad we don't have a key.
Please, don't rile up my anxious crew. You'd think they'd love being trapped in a paradise. But instead, they just want... Why, I am Christopher Columbus. I'm the brave explorer who just discovered the fabulous in the westward route to this place, China.
This doesn't look like China.
Check your ID against my charts, if they hadn't been stolen.
Okay, thanks.
So, now what?
Information to make an eastward sea journey. All right, men. I forgot to mention that a great explorer always carries a second map.
That was a brilliant way to get Columbus to examine our chart. Now he can head back for Spain, and we can join him. I suspect our thief plans to meet Carmen at a time portal in Europe, and we'll be there.
I was going to say, are we going to have to sail again?
Shall we take another look at our chart? Don't worry, we're stocked with plantains from the islands of the West Indies. I find them quite appealing.
Honey. So we have to go backwards.
We have to sail again?
There's
Yep.
nothing I like better than a sea voyage. Except maybe fame and glory.
So, it doesn't...
So how did you navigate when you first sailed west?
It seems you're currently applying many of the methods I did, like using the wind and current to move forward, and a compass or the sun to establish direction.
And how did you not fail?
Earlier explorers tried to sail west from Spain, but were blown back by strong winds called the westerlies. But I sailed south along the coast of Africa first, then turned west. I found the winds that come out of the east called the easterlies, and the rest is, or will be, history.
Anything else that was a problem?
Oh yes, many. I barely avoided the Sargasso Sea, a huge floating mass of seaweed. Plus, I had to tangle with a mutinous crew.
And, oh, your ships. I want to know more about your ships.
The largest ship, the Santa Maria, is my flagship. My two
smaller ships called caravels
are the Nina and the Pinta.
So, do 3 entire ships cost a lot of money?
You have no idea. It took me 17 years to convince someone to fund my expedition. I had almost given up hope until Queen Isabella opened her royal purse.
Okay.
So, he slipped his way into the voyage?
Pretty much.
Oh my god.
Just ring the bell.
Okay.
After that move, we're now easing eastward.
Use the wind. So...
Our ship is now nosing due north.
East.
Okay, you can do either the current or the wind. Okay, now the wind, because we know which way we have to go now.
We're now easing eastward.
Oops.
Good grief. I believe we found the Sargasso Sea. Our ship is now nosing due north.
Probably with the... yeah.
The Sargasso Sea is a wide spread of seaweed floating in the Atlantic Ocean. Sailors like Columbus thought a ship could get stuck if it sailed into the tangle. Lucky for us, though, the seaweed is only a few inches thick, and ships can slide right through. Nice navigating. Now we're aiming east.
Let's continue on east.
Yeah. Use the wind!
After that move, we're now easing eastward. Our ship is now nosing due north.
Well, you can either use the wind or you can use the current.
Let's continue east. And water time.
After that move, we're now easing eastward.
Yeah, water time.
Yeah, so close the sails.
This is how bad my navigation is. For as good as my math is...
Our ship is now nosing due north.
Wind.
Wind again.
After that move, we're now easing eastward.
Woohoo!
The compass is needling north, and we're matching it.
More wind.
Let's get blown again. And more blow.
After that move, we're now easing eastward.
Woohoo!
Nice navigating. Now we're aiming east. We're back in Europe at last. Let's hurry back to Spain and hook that crook.
Columbus, you've returned. We thought the sea had swallowed you up.
The
Oh,
sea
more
is
maps.
no match for Christopher Columbus. I made many great discoveries on my voyage, and I could not have returned without the aid of these helpful travelers. But now, Your Majesty, let's turn to that new title and those grand rewards we discussed.
I have a better idea. Let's outfit some more ships and send you back.
Mamma mia!
I guess somebody's not reaching second base today. Oh,
More
crap.
maps.
Oh, good.
Great grab. That completes the Carmen note.
At first, I didn't see where the other piece was.
Alright. When the crime is done, use all your smarts to sneak inside the room of charts. Finding you will be a snap if you bring a different map. The only chart with the new world's face should be your crafty hiding place.
Oh.
Hang on. I'll fire up the time cuffs for some arresting action.
So a map detailing North America, huh?
I guess. I don't know. Click on the maps. Good.
You know, the official name for a map maker is a cartographer. Columbus wasn't the first to suggest sailing west to reach Asia. An Italian named Paolo Toscanelli had proposed such a voyage before Columbus ever approached the court of Spain. That's a dandy map. I wish it pointed the way to the villain. You know, the official name for a map maker is a cartographer. The first world maps were drawn by an ancient Greek named Ptolemy. Although his maps were completely wrong, people believed in his work up until the 15th century. Say, this map seems related to the voyages of Diego Gomez, the Portuguese captain who coasted down the coast of Africa.
It's got to be that one, because there's the New World.
Exploration edge over Spain.
Yeah, just
For
do
a
the
while,
last map anyway.
The first world maps were drawn by an ancient Greek named Ptolemy. Although his maps were completely wrong, people believed in his work up until the 15th century. Eureka! That's a map of the New World, the only map which shows the American continents. It's the one from Carmen's note. Huh, we've put the lid back on Dr. Beljar. And this time our case is airtight.
Well, you've taken the wind out of this doctor's sail. But I doubt if you'll put Carmen in jail.
Congratulations! You charted the way across the Atlantic, rescued Christopher Columbus, and put Dr. Beljar back in the can. Now, regular travel between Europe and the Americas can start. The biggest population shift in the history of the planet will happen thanks to your sailing skills. You're doing great work, and we need you to keep it up. Another crime has struck another time. Can you take the case?
I say this is a good spot to end tonight.
Right here? Okay.
Yeah.
You deserve a break after that great work. I'll hold down the fort till you come back.
Alright. I'm going to, real quick, switch this back to disc 1.
Okay.
So that that's ready by the time we get back. Very good. And time to off this. Alright, so that's a total of 10 cases. Despite a little bit of early technical difficulty, we were able to get going. That was good.
Yep.
So yeah, I think that's it for now. Guess we'll continue this at some other time. Tomorrow I'm thinking I'm going to make a stream. It'll probably be the continuation of the Do or Die run. I don't know if you got to see that from last night. It is up on YouTube.
I'll have to check that out, because I did miss that, so.
Yep, it's on, it's like 3 hours long. I think I played like 8 or 9 games, so... So that's up there. And very rare occasion at which I'm on my lonesome on that one. But yeah, that went okay. Now let me get this up, and then I guess I should sleep.
Alright.
Alright, thank you, Chibi, for being here on the adventure.
No problem.
And thank you all for watching. Until next time, this has been the Alpha Stream. I am AlphaStarDX. Have an Alpha night.